another day of COSAFA qualifiers in the Champions Women's League in Group A fixtures. We are said we are here for 10 days from the 15th all the way up until the 24th. And today it's another beautiful day where teams will actually be battling it out to get to the other round of the competition. It's none other than the top of the table clash in Group A on a Saturday afternoon in Blantyre. From Pila Stadium, my name is Mwakele Kaliande, hoping to be with you all the way up until the end of this broadcast, starting with 12 o'clock kickoff, and then we've got another one coming in at 3 o'clock. And let's see how the Group A has actually performed from their openers of this encounter. On Thursday, it was Herentals of Zimbabwe that won against FC Ongos of Namibia in a 3-1 encounter, and then it was the 10 of the University of Western Cape from South Africa that lost to Green Buffaloes of Zambia in a 1-0 encounter. That's how Group A opened their match in the COSAFA qualifiers of the CAF Champions Women's League. And then let's look at how Group B fared on Friday. It was Gaborone United playing to a goalless draw against UD Lichinga of Mozambique, and then it was Ascent Academy of Malawi taking on Young Buffaloes of Eswatini, and that went in favor of Ascent Academy 2-1. Both scored in the first 45 minutes of that encounter. And how are the teams now looking like? Starting with Group A, where Herentals are actually on top with 3 points, the same as Green Buffaloes, but they have got a better goal difference of 2 because they scored 3, conceding 1, whereas Green Buffaloes scored 1 and they kept a clean sheet. So it's University of Western Cape as well as FC Ongos that are yet to clinch even a point in Group A. Whereas in Group B, it's only Ascent Academy that has managed to actually clinch the maximum points, and that puts them on summit with 3 points, and they go to their name having scored 2, conceding 1, and actually Young Buffaloes are coming in second. So today it's a battle for the top of the table clash in Group A. The one that wins today automatically qualifies to the other round of the competition. Green Buffaloes are at home today against Herentals of Zimbabwe, the debutants. Remember, Green Buffaloes have ever won this one in 2021. Whereas in Group A later on, it will be University of Western Cape as well as FC Ongos. They both started with a loss. They'll be hoping to turn their tables as they go into their second match of this encounter. Let's hear what the coaches have had to say. As for the Herentals coach, there is no need to change the winning formula and change the first 11 and change tactics, hoping to do them the magic as they did in their opener. First in Herentals, a different side from University of Western Cape. As Green Buffaloes, how prepared are you for this encounter?
We're prepared for them as we came prepared for every team. And we know Herentals got a win in the first leg, so meaning they're able to score. And they conceded a goal as well, meaning they're able to concede as well. We were able to win that game. It was a tough game, we understand. And we don't want to take away anything from Herentals. We know they're equally a good team, and we have prepared for them. Whatever they're going to bring to the table, we shall challenge it.
You did say in your post-match interview for your first game that experience won you the game in that particular match. How are you bringing that in this encounter facing a debutant that has actually managed to start with a win?
Definitely experience has to play a very important role. It comes with the attitude of the players. If they feel complacent because they've got experience, it can harm us. But if they feel a need to prove why they're experienced, it can really help us. So the attitude of the players in this game will really help us, knowing that they've been here before and they've been at this stage before, and they've been at bigger stages than this as well. So they need to use that experience to get a positive result from today's game.
Now you had to score in the dying minutes of that encounter. Would you want to go for an airy goal this time around so that you kill off the pressure that you might have because Herentals are top on goal difference?
Definitely our aim is to top this league, so we want to get into this game and score quick goals. We managed to score that last goal because of the concentration levels. At least our girls were still in the game, even if we're going the dying minutes. But an early goal always gives you an upper hand, and definitely would want to work towards that.
Thank you so much, and all the best into the match.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Coach, how ready are you for this match that will take you top of the table if you clinch the maximum points?
Good morning, how are you?
I'm good. Are you ready for the match that will take you top of the table if you win the maximum point this afternoon?
Yeah, we are very, very ready. Yesterday we did our recovery exercises and there are no injuries in the camp. So those knocks that we received in the previous games were just minor knocks. We are ready for the game.
You're going with your usual formation that got you the first points of this tournament, looking at an experienced side that you're facing in Green Buffaloes?
Yeah, we are going for the same formation. We are going to use the same formation, same mentality, because there's no way you can change the winning for the formation. Even the first 11 is going to remain the same. Us as Herentals, we don't look the previous, like what you have said, that we are facing the champions. We have got that winning mentality. We are going to sweep all the 3 games.
You had a chance to watch Green Buffaloes play against the other opponents. What kind of strategy have you seen in them that you'd actually maximize on as you're facing them head on?
Despite the fact that we watched the game, but every game is a new game. But basically, we are going to overload the midfield so that there's no supply to the strikers.
You didn't face much of a threat in your first game against FC Ongos, that your defense wasn't much put to the test. How are you going to maintain that?
Yeah, as I've said, that we've got the championship mentality. We are going to maintain the same performance and the same spirit that we did on the first game.
Winning this game, it means an automatic qualification into the other round. Is that motivating or challenging as you're coming into this match?
It's a motivation. We want to do it all the way very fast before we want to be the first team to qualify for the group, for the semi-finals.
All the best into this match.
Thank you, ma'am.
You heard the coaches very optimistic and hoping that the mentality they had in their openers, debutants into this competition, will actually do the work for them and they become the first team to qualify into the other round of the competition. On the other hand, Rachel Kanyemba of Green Buffaloes is hoping her players will actually have the right attitude and let experience do the job for them as they are actually giving them the needed match replication that they need for their clinching of the championship in this tournament. Out of the 8 teams, they are the only ones ever yet to taste glory in as far as this competition. So we wait to see of how it pans out this Saturday afternoon. And the crowd, being a weekend, the crowd is also here and hoping to witness another clacker as far as Group A is actually concerned. People are keep coming and see what is going to happen. We'll be here to take you through the whole 90 minutes, but we'll have to start with 45 minutes. And Gloria is all ready to take us through. Over to you there.
Thank you, Makele, for a beautiful build-up. As we continue to move forward, it is match day 3 in the CAF Women's Champions League qualifiers 2024. We are in Malawi, Blantyre to be specific. The wonderful stadium of Mpira welcomes you all with wonderful sunny conditions that are just a blessing to all. 26 degrees and a 14-kilometer wind that is about to really grace this occasion. Mpira Stadium with a 6,200 capacity seater is probably going to get full to capacity. The wind at 14 kilometers is what is going to have maybe the better of the play. And do we see the fans that have come in? Remember that it is the school holidays out here in Malawi, and the young and old coming to witness the beautiful football that has been on display. Time to get to business as the group standings have shaped the teams and taking out lessons from the previous encounter. The spirits are very high, and this is an opportunity to turn the tables and to turn on the heat. The young ball girls who have volunteered for this tournament have been absolutely excited to rub shoulders with their idols, excited to be a part of such a historical moment for Malawi football, for COSAFA, and also for their families. as the teams line up. Green Buffaloes are up against Herentals of Zimbabwe, with Green Buffaloes known as the Nyata Girls. They are from Zambia, and it is a business-like performance expected from either side. And one would look at this moment and say, if Malawi is on your bucket list, make sure you come and you join us here. Football is great, the food is even better. And one would be hoping for some delicious football play and some instrumental and inspirational moments. And that is Herentals all the way from Zimbabwe, making their debut, starting off on the right foot, getting 3 points, massive 3 points, with a comfortable win against FC Ongos. On the other hand, here are the Green Buffaloes. So much is expected from the Green Buffaloes. Today, they are in their familiar colors, green and a bit of white, and they too started with a bang, getting the 3 points much needed for coach Carol Kanyemba, and it was hard fought, 1-0 against UWC from South Africa. The captains making sure that they get the toss done and are looking forward to lead their team on the park, as the coach's job is actually done. Once you get onto the field, they become the coaches. Here's your match officials for today. Victoria Inami, it's Moneo Tao, as well as Nandipa Menze and Ines Gumbo, who is from Malawi. It is all systems go here at the Imperial Stadium, as Victoria Shangula makes sure that the players are ready. She's ready, we're ready, everyone is ready for this mouth-watering clash. Bearing in mind that the lineup for Green Buffaloes put forward by the coach Aisha Mbwania remains in goal. Memory-Ntala, Atnas Piri, one of the new changes we're saying, Mailen Mulenga, Chilenga Katongo, Chikupila, as well as Pumulo, who is another change, and Andwe Chanda on the bench, Diana Banda, as well as Irene Kumalo. Atnas Piri, if called upon, the coach will definitely use the experience to change the complexion of the match if needed. When we look at Herentals, the lineup for coach Lazarus Magaya, it is Lindiwe Magwede, who keeps a place in goal, Polite Mabika and Alice Moyo on the left back position. Bridget Mutaura is another one of those players that you can look forward to her menacing contribution. Agnes Tambare, and not forgetting Munemo Nyasha, who is expected to increase her tally in Tommy. And Grace Kazembe is on the bench, Malanda Rungu, as well as Malanda Chibwana. And coach Lazarus Maguire says this is another test. To get us starters is Herentals, who are attacking the goal from the left to the right of your screen in the blue uniform. And Green Buffaloes, they need no introduction. They are in green, and they are tracking the goal from the right to the left of your screen. We get off to a very good start, and immediately Green Buffaloes asking much of the opposition, and, spotting a couple of changes just to confirm the voices behind the match today. And alongside me, Esther Banda, they call a she-drone in this territory of Malawi.
Hey G, good morning. A lovely morning here. You can see the sun is out. We're about to experience a giant versus underdogs. They're all standing on 3 points.
Talking about giants, that's the best way to put it. Sometimes the other pundits will call it a David versus Goliath. And the reason for that is due to the fact that Green Buffaloes, who are the only team to represent or to be part of this tournament on 4 occasions, that is a record that they carry with them. No other team has been able to do so. Keeper, who doesn't get a hold of that and does so at a second attempt. She just gives the signal to say, calm down, I've got it covered. Modi Mafuruse, Damba Morono, those are some of the players, and here's the opportunity on the Herentals side, as Mordi, who was the player of the match in the previous encounter, is definitely going to be problematic. The action is definitely a buzz. Looking at Green Buffaloes, they come in with a 4-3-3 formation with Helen Chanda making her first entry into this tournament. Helen Chanda, who's been part of the Olympics, and very composed midfielder who is definitely pivotal in the progression of Green Buffaloes. Green Buffaloes with a throw-in from the left-hand side, intercepted by Herentals, who will force the away. Here is Vanessa Chikupila getting herself in an advanced position very early in the match. Absolutely energetic is Vanessa Chikupila. She's 28 years of age and superb ability to get a strike. Keeper, the ball whipped in, a good cross, a quality cross, and very quickly taken. And, keeper was alert and present in the area, commanding that space very, very well. And as a goalkeeper, you need to be in command of the space. It's a free kick. It's a foul and a bit of overcast conditions. Nothing to worry about at this moment in time. And I'm sure the players will agree with me that it is absolutely welcome, because you could get temperatures rising. It's first free kick of the match going to Green Buffaloes, and given the responsibility to take the set piece is Esther Siamfuko, the 20-year-old. Esther, a good strike, has the pace, but intercepted. However, it's Everine Katonga who wants to keep the attack alive, but just a little bit of overzealousness, and the referee's putting her flag up very quickly to just stop Green Buffaloes in the track. Offside call it is. Maweta Chilenga, who possesses such versatility, maybe just holding her run a little bit and her decision making, maybe coming in a little bit later, but will certainly be a threat in the defense of Herental Queens. Moyo, Mukwanda, Agnes, Chipatek are very alert in today's encounter for Herentals. Their defense was bridged against FC Ongos. Herentals have quite a bit of defending to do. Very early in the match, it looks like Green Buffaloes are taking control in the midfield. It's a decent diagonal ball going out to the left-hand side, looking for a very, very pacey Mabika. Calm Memory Mtala, who was the player of the match in their first encounter against UWC. Threading the ball through a needle is Lumbasi Pumulo. 4 changes that have been brought in by Coach Carol Kanyemba. The 4 changes, one in defense where Atnas Piri has come in, taking the place of Catalina Banda. And in the middle of the park, they bring in the general. I call her the Pitbull. I call her the Pitbull because she's absolutely fierce in the midfield for Green Buffaloes. She comes in and takes the place of Atnas Piri. Green Buffaloes, delightful ball. Hacked away, and anywhere will do to restore the calm and allow her members to come back into position. Throw in. Forced back. Keeper, very comfortable. I call her safe, hands of safety. And that is due to her heroics in the 2022 championship. Got the golden glove, was instrumental in Morocco to steer her team into the competition. Yes, eliminated out of the group stages in Morocco, but gave good credit. Wonderful. Firing bullets. Herental Queens are not shy. Shalene Damba-Murono, absolutely disruptive, has an eye for goal. That is the one bum. Good connection and getting it with the laces in the midfield. Lubasi Pumulo, one bounce. We've seen the artificial turf be a little bit of a menace for goalkeepers. Captain Memory Ntala, helped on by Polite Mabika. She gives chase, but again, Memory just tidies up in that defense. Everin Katongo will come in, give chase, but wide awake and available is the goalkeeper, having to play as a keeper sweeper. It's a decent cross, but overcooked, giving chase, and they'll give up on that. It is a little too strong. Opening 7 minutes, some calmness. Two teams are figuring each other out. Spotting any frailties yet?
So far, not yet. But what I've noticed is that
is Vanessa Chikupila. She scored a similar goal. Loves cutting in, bringing it on a favored right foot and taking that strike with great beauty and tenacity. Oh, she has an opportunity to get the team on the score sheet. You can't give her that much space, and very little. Blessed with the ability to block defenders, play through the lines, but that was absolutely brilliant strike by Vanessa Chikupila. She had two defenders with her blocking her view, but still managed to flash a shot.
Vanessa is hungry for a goal. If you can remember, she was out in the second half on their first game, and Natasha is the one who scored first goal for Green Buffaloes. So she's here, and she wants that goal so bad.
She wants that goal, is Vanessa Chikupila. Only leads the attack for Green Buffaloes. This time it is Green Buffaloes to organize their defense. 6 players in blue shirts in the box. It is a free kick for Herentals. It is a free kick for Herentals. 3-man war. Goalkeeper very alert, Aisha Mwana. She gives a signal. She gives the intention. Keeper comes out. Misses out, and that was good connection, but doesn't get it on target. Those are the signs. Those are the warning shots. It is Mori Mafuruse. Decent ball that's whipped in. Alice Moyo doing what she does best and dipping at the right moment and leaping highest as Mori Mafuruse. She has an eye for goal. She is brilliant in the air and is troublesome in that area.
She is known as a silent killer, and Mafulusi actually has her first goal in her first campaign, and they need to watch out for her.
Player of the match who brings agility, she brings creativity, is Mori Mafuruse. Yes, she's registered a name in this tournament, and she'll want to continue. Remember, the highest goal scorer in the Champions League, or the player with the highest number of goals, is Melinda Khariete, but in a single tournament, Irene Lungu has got 5 goals of Green Buffaloes, who is not in the lineup for Green Buffaloes, but she scored 5 goals in the tournament, the 2022 edition.
2022 editions, and it's unfortunately she's not here, but we are looking forward to see who can take suit.
One bounce in the box, an opportunity, and keeper does well to pick the apples from the tree with such calm, and that is the experience of the 31-year-old Aisha Mwana, who is an absolute force for Green Buffaloes. You can penetrate their defense, but they have the confidence in the back four to say that you still have our keeper to deal with. Ball bobbling in the midfield. Chanda, she releases Everine Katongo, but instead she finds talent Mukwanda. Mukwanda, who sends the long ball down the touchline in the wide areas, looking for a player to give chase. Polite Mabika is asked. Bridget Mutawa is also asked. And not forgetting Zawanda. The team that settles in the midfield will definitely be able to dictate the pace. Katongo. Here is Chikupila. And the assistant referee on the far side, Evodia Tau. She doesn't like the challenge. Evodia Tau, brilliant, very quick to pick up a flag in that moment to give the foul, and the offside, or the foul that was... And keeper is given the responsibility, and this is why she picked up the flag. It's for jersey tagging, and you can also see how she holds the opposition, and down she goes. Referee doesn't like, wants to restore calm. Herentals very early are being very disruptive, not allowing the fluidity of Green Buffaloes. That ball going right through the midfield and all the way to the defense. It's another long ball asking questions of Prenans. Helen Chanda. And it is Alice Moyo who tidies up. Talent Mukwanda. Agnes Peary gets the last touch. It's a throw-in for Herentals. Herentals are debutants in the tournament. One of 5 teams that have come in and are making their debut. Black Rhinos Queen's dominance was stopped by Herentals, the Zimbabwean team.
Yes, indeed. They might seem like the underdogs and that they're appearing for the first time, but these girls, they're hard workers. Their work ethic is very, very amazing.
We're talking about the business-like performance by Herentals. Yes, denying us an opportunity to see players like Rutendo Makore, who have really lit up the COSAFA tournament. To corner. Aisha Mbwana. Very vocal as Aisha Mbwana. Been asked a couple of questions early in this match, having to deal with another corner. Taken furthest away in a overhead kick. Shalene Damba Morono trying to mix it. Throw in for Green Buffaloes. Esther Siamfoko. A throw in for Green Buffaloes. Intercepted. Damba Morono pressing a bit high as Herentals. This is the toughest match to date. Coming in with a lot of respect for Green Buffaloes. Damba Morono in the middle of our park. Here's an opportunity for Herentals. She's big. She's marvelous. She's exceptional. That is Aisha Mbwana. Hands of safety makes it rather difficult for the attack of Herentals. Keeps a goal intact for any keeper, making sure that a clean sheet is kept, and that keeps your team an opportunity. But good control by Polite Mabika. She took a little long, and that is all a defender needs to close you down. Corner, Herentals. A second is a second too many. High ball on the edge of the box. It's brought back in Herentals. Here is Adelaide Mugogo, the president of women's football in Malawi, whom we've got to applaud for hosting this tournament as well, together with the boss lady, Sue, looking ever so bright in a pink, and absolutely influential woman in football. Player goes down. And, referee just getting the signal that the medical team, having been summoned to take a look at the Green Buffaloes player on the far field. There's another player grimacing. It looks like Everine Katongo is holding the groin area, and immediately just trying to get into a split to work on the discomfort. There's a couple of players that are stretching out. Katongo, questions will be asked whether she will be able to finish this match. So do keep an eye on the number 12 of Green Buffaloes, Everine Katongo. She keeps stretching the groin area. Throw in. Mafuruse trying to use the ability and a skill to turn, but having none of it is Estabanda. 20 minutes on the clock. It has been end-to-end stuff. We're seeing the attacks coming from Green Buffaloes. We're seeing the attack coming from Herentals. It's a throw-in and a header. Doesn't go too far. Alice Moyo this time makes certain that it goes furthest away. As Prainance Vawana helps it out.
The 4-3-3 formation makes it hard for both teams because they all are using excellent passes so that they can move the ball through the tight spaces. So it's going to be a long day for Green Buffaloes and Herenta Queens.
Well, a long day it is. 90 minutes is what they have, and 3 points is up for grabs with each of these teams or clubs sitting on 3 points. Herental Queens on the summit of Group A with a goal difference. Aisha just makes that look so beautiful. She makes it look so simple. Plucks it in the air, comfortable into the pockets, release. Important for a goalkeeper to have the range. Need to keep the ball on the ground. There's Green Buffaloes ping pong every now and then, still in the air. There's Chikupila releases Malin Mulenga, keeper. That's a warning shot. Malin Mulenga taking that strike. She's known to be a menace.
She is, and she was taking that chance looking at Vanessa was behind her. So she saw an opportunity, she had to go for it.
With Vanessa behind her, that is what pressure does. It forces you to make the decisions. But as an attacker, it also is an opportunity for you to take the chance because you never will know. Be hopeful in that moment. Header. In the midfield as Helen Chanda just possesses the ball. Chanda finds Chikupila. Chikupila will take her time trying to waltz away into that final third. It is intercepted. Mabika plays the ball into the midfield and finds a way in the outside channels. Takes on a very, very determined Siamfuko across. Oh, here is polite Mabika yet again. It just falls kindly. This time it is Munemo. Munemo playing the 1-2. Moyo is available. Gets into the traffic and makes it rather difficult as Green Buffaloes for Herentals. Vanessa Chikupila intercepted again by Modi Mufuruse. Katona. Alice Moyo. Very comfortable on the ball as Ayas Molo and delivers some quality passes. Moyo losing out and the bounce of the ball just getting the better of Alice Moyo. does well to recover very quickly because she is a player, a roving footback that on the left-hand side loves going up and down the line is Moyo. Cross needed, cross delivered. Very easy for keeper Lindiwe Magwere. Atnas Piri, very transitional player, can control the tempo, and that's the decent ball. Chanda's first touch letting her down, but she was in acres of space, unmarked.
She was found with centre backs who are actually helping the goalkeeper so that no goals should go in. So it's very important for the centre backs to prevent any goal opportunities.
Talking about the centre back, we're talking about Mkwanda, we're talking about Tumbare, and that is the earlier attempt. Keeper got a touch, and that just forced that ball onto the woodwork. So quite lucky. She's also quite lanky, is Lindiwe Magwere. 33 years of age, using her experience. Didn't panic in that moment, but it has been Buffalo's forcing the tempo. Herentals, on the other hand, announcing their intentions. Goal kick. The ball was not stationary. Referee Victoria Shangula wanting to make sure that the rules are applied to the letter. Will they play the same ball? This time she goes to her left. Good touch. Delightful ball. Green Buffaloes. Maureen Mulenga. Mulenga brings in Agnes Piri, and Piri goes down the line. Piri needs a cross. It's delivered, but no one is in the box quick enough to benefit on that cross from Maweta Chilenga. Esther Siamfuko, tame shot. That will not trouble Lindiwe Magwere. Magwere, who's very vocal and looking for spaces to launch that long range. There's a long range looking for Prainans. Defense of Green Buffaloes have been very organized. The skill of Chikapula continues to be a problem. Down she goes. Foul as Bridget Pataupa is cautioned by the referee, verbally that is. Focused on the ball is Vanessa Chikupila, trying to get control, but just bundled off the ball. Mutaura sending the warnings there to say, look, my job is to defend, and I'm going to do exactly that. You're not going to get a free passage at all. Strong first touch, just letting down Eminemo. Chanda got good control, very dynamic as Chanda. Instigator of the attacks is Helen Chanda. She bosses that midfield, but here's Herentals who are bossing the defense momentarily. It is Munemo. Chanda again on the ball. She wins these 50-50s, puts the pressure on, doesn't allow the opposition time to rest or to think about the next move, forcing the errors. Malin Mulenga, young player, prodigy, so much is talked about. Ball is over the bar. It's a pretty tight affair out here at the Imperial Stadium. This is one of 3 teams that have the pleasure of many national team players, copper belts. The internationals of Copper Queens who have done exceptionally well at the Olympics. Just being part of the Olympics is enough to give you that experience you need and to rub shoulders. Talking about rubbing shoulders, this is the platform for many. As Mordi Mafuruse finds herself in an offside position. Speaking of the Olympics, Barbara Banda was part of the Copper Queens, celebrated player in women's football in the world.
Barbara Banda, that's why she's a captain of the Copper Queens. She's an excellent player, and when she has the ball, she makes sure that the ball gets into the net.
Barbara Banda, who scored a hat-trick, 3 hat-tricks, and here's Coach Carol Kanyemba, who is the coach also of the under-17s for Zambia, given the responsibility to lead them at the World Cup. Executive Director of Blue Bullets. She says, be your own kind, actually nurturing the homeless, nurturing the kids in the homes, and giving them football to believe. Talking about believe, it is Herentals that believe on the other end. A header that was very comfortably smothered by goalkeeper Aisha Bwana. Very structured as Green Buffaloes defensively looking very organized. But one's got to give credit to Herentals. They're getting behind the defense. They're getting those balls into the box. And the keeper has been quite busy. Diana Chipatiko, who's just in that holding midfield for Herentals, is being very disruptive together with Dumba Murano. The chase is on, pace is on. Wow. Tumbare says, not on my watch.
That was a beautiful pass before Tumbare cleared that one out of the way.
We're looking at lovely connections. We're looking at balls that are finding the spaces in between the defenders, but pushed out wide as Tumbare has applied a safety first, hacking that ball into the stands and allowing her teammates to get into position. It's in the midfield. Helen Chanda bustling away and fighting with Vawanda. Throw in by Mabika. She leaves it for Alice Moyo. Moyo still struggling to get into a rhythm as far as I'm concerned. Both teams are very cagey at this moment, neither side settling and just getting a few bits and pieces here and there. One would have expected by now that either side would have gotten into a rhythm.
Herentals Queens are looking for an early goal, which Green Buffaloes are making it hard, just registering that they have that mentality of the championship.
It's 30 minutes. Herentals, Mafuruse with Vamanda, Pumulo, Chikupila, Chanda, Moyo, A very hopeful ball from Moyo. He's looking for Vawanda. Ball is quickly into the midfield. Space opening up on the left-hand side, available to receive. And here is Malenga on the run with some skill. Malenga needs to aim for somebody, and nobody is there to receive. The hard work from Malenga. Slow to join into the attack is the attacking players, Chikupila, Everin, Katongo, and Lumbasi also needs to join very quickly with the player on the ball.
We have seen a good connection there from the defenders. Good connection. They have prevented the ball to go through.
Let's have a look at that ball. Giving chase and does well is Malin Mulenga, and creating room and space for herself. Tumbare is left to chase a bit of shadows. But again, you've got to say, it's about the teamwork. What we are seeing from young Herental Queens is the fact that they play as a collective, and the cover defense is absolutely impressive. Monemo. Keeper comes out. Maguede. The flag of Evodia Tau goes up, but the referee doesn't pick her up, allowing the fluidity in the match. Green Buffaloes threaded through, keeper out. Maguire collects.
She was very alert. She saw that ball coming.
A bounce getting the better of Estabanda. Harmless. Scoreline 0-0. Chikupila asked to get onto a bicycle, but look at that defending, intelligent defending by Tumbare, the 31-year-old. She's really showing some maturity and great understanding. The ability to just be calm under pressure is Tumbare. Vanessa's having her work cut out and probably asking her questions. What more should I do to get past? A very tigerish defending from Agnes Tumbare. She has been struggling, is Vanessa Chikupila, not finding the answers. She was quite mobile in the first match, and frustration creeping into her game. On the opposite end, we're getting a Herental Queens corner. Herental Queens will take their time as players like Tumbare will make their way. Talent Lukwanda also will push up. However, this time she opts to just stay on the center circle. Ball that was swerved by the wind, not troublesome at all, and disappointed her teammates will be, expecting the quality, but you also got to consider the conditions. I did mention at the top of the match that the conditions will have their say as that ball continued to create havoc. With 35 minutes on the clock, Coach Carol Kanyemba is having her work cut out. Throw in for Herentals. Corner for Herentals. It's a throw in rather. Substitute, the first one of the match. Natasha Nanyangwe. Danger. Keeper is giving the instructions, but referee Shangula is very quick with the whistle. This is the first touch of the substitute who's come on. Natasha Nanyangwe.
Natasha also came in yesterday in the second half when Green Buffaloes were having a hard time, and she scored using a header from the corner.
Natasha Nyangwe, the game changer, came into the match, and that was against Western Cape in almost the dying minutes of the match, snatching victory. And Coach Caroline is expecting nothing less from a diminutive Natasha. Vanessa Chikupila, who's been a shadow of herself in the first match, was pretty much a live wire. It's been taken off the pitch. Her contribution has been appreciated by the fans who have trickled into the Imperial Stadium. Creativity of Green Buffaloes, the partnerships that you're seeing trying to evolve on the pitch, being disruptive. Tumbare responsible, and so is Munemo. Their duties are very clear. Bridget Mutaura. Moyo. It's a hopeful ball. Mafuruse gives chase. Keeper reads that very quick and is quick to release. Siamfuko, Everine Katongo is adjudged to be offside. Quickly taken, and one is expecting that Herentals will maybe pull out of the challenge. Instead of pulling out of the challenge, she gets a free kick in almost the halfway line at Prainans. On the edge of the box, hacked away by Green Buffaloes. Well, just being allowed by Green Buffaloes to go all the way for a goal kick, but there were certainly hands in the air and asking the questions from the referee that that should have been a Herentals ball, but having none of it and making sure that the decision remains and Green Buffaloes get an opportunity to build from the back. Here is Herentals. Moyo on the ball, takes a shot, and that is ricocheted off Lumbasi. The Herentals are menacing when going forward. Ball in the air, good control. Prainans, Vawanda. Ball played short, tidied up by Banda. On the edge. Green Buffaloes. This is the passes one is looking for. Connection, understanding, partnership. Malin Mulenga, Malin. And stopped in her tracks. Spot on is the referee Nandipa Menze. Nandipa Menze. 40 minutes on the clock. If you look at Malin Melenda, they're just pretty close, but a spot on decision. She receives the ball in an offside from the time the run was taken, and when she receives the ball, the flag goes up, and that's to indicate the offside. Malin Melenda showing a good pair of heels. Quite an exciting player is Malin Mulenga. Just as exciting as Lumbasi. Not the tallest of players in Green Buffalo, but they're having to deal with the presence of Herental Queens, who seem to be defensively quite lanky. Talking about Mafuruse as well. That was a delightful ball searching for Prainans and had to be intercepted. Time to focus. Important moment, another offside.
Natasha was ready for that. You saw the way she pulled off. She took off like a rocket. If she had made her way through that, she would certainly have made that goal.
goalkeeper managing the time. Lindiwe Magwere. We have 4 minutes to the 45, 4 minutes to the half-time break, plus the referee's optional time. Good header. Mafuruse plays it to delightful ball to Bridget Mutawara. Helen Chanda. Diagonal ball in the far field. It is Alice Moyo who tidies up, but she has company. And Chilenga, keeper is available, but that ball just sneaking from nowhere. Natasha Nanyagwe.
Natasha seems to know what she's doing, and as soon as she gets an opportunity, she's going right straight to the goal, because that's what she's supposed to do. That is why the coach made that substitution.
Sneaking, coming from behind, and one thing that is very, very evident, her positioning, her understanding, her reading of the passes, and this is what is the coach has brought up. Malin, unfortunate, here's a chance for Green Buffaloes, dilly-dallying in the box, and a shot unnecessary. This was an opportunity for Green Buffaloes that's gone a-begging. Caroline Kanyemba's livid with Maweta Chilenga, with the net that was open for her, did enough to sell a dummy to the keeper. Natasha was also in the thick of things and could have played it out. You also had Lumbasi on the left-hand side with space calling for the supply. Credit given to the defense of Herental Queens, a frantic defending, but did well.
The goalkeeper slipped, as you can see, and the defense was on point. There was well communication there, and they were elated by the threat, and they were there on time to defend.
Damba Murono, the player that had to be very alert. Talent, Mokwanda, Tumbare, Agnes were all anxious. When everybody thought this was the goal that this game needs, wasn't to be. Players getting an opportunity to hydrate, coming to the touchline, and also the coach Lazarus and Carol Kanyemba with her assistant given a few more instructions. Herentals. Send the long ball. However, it's Green Buffaloes who seem to now be able to thread a few passes, as Everine Katongo does well. Releases that ball between the lines. Hard at work, and another cross by Maweta Chilenga. This time, she's offside.
Mukwanda was there on time. She was there on time. She saw that ball coming. The striker was there. She took off, and she wanted to go straight.
Ball in between the defenders. Maweta Chilenga latching on to the ball. 2 minutes. The board is up. 2 minutes to be added by referee Victoria Shangula. Another offside. Pretty much a stop-start, and the referee wants the ball to be taken in the right space or right area. But here are the officials of UWC who are looking at the manner in which Herentals are playing, taking notes. They will be playing Herentals in their third and final fixture of the group phase.
Katonga down.
So this is what these kind of tournaments do. They help society to make some money, and why not? There's some youngster there who knows all about business. Support his business out there. some goodies in the cooler box. Some goodies in the cooler box. Everine Katongo, who's got 12 caps for the national team. It doesn't look good. Shakes the head. Signal given to the bench, but I'm sure the medical team will not want to make a change right now and will look forward to the break where they will be able to work on Everine Katongo. Her partnership in the midfield with Helen Chanda is very important, forms the balance, form the creativity. Helen Chanda, the speed is also very much one that causes the problems. Works tirelessly in that midfield, and the referee blows her whistle for the half-time break here at the Impira Stadium. Still 0-0. The two teams are not able to get the score that they need, and navigating rather easily, rather carefully as the break looms for the coaches to share their words of wisdom and revisit the plan to see if the second half will give them what they deserve. So we confirm the scoreline from the Impira Stadium. It's Green Buffaloes of Zambia, no. Herentals of Zimbabwe, no. Team Herentals getting their moment to reflect on the match. Green Buffaloes are very quick to exit the pitch. A2 will get the medical team to work on a couple of players. These are the highlights very early in the match. A warning shot was fired by Herentals. That Bridget Mutaura making sure that the goalkeeper is reminded that Herentals are not here to make the numbers. But it was again Vanessa Chikupila trying to bring the ball on the favored right foot and creating space for herself, unleashing a menacing shot. Not done yet as Herentals. Deep ball that finds an oncoming Mafuruse yet again. And this time, keeper who came out made it rather difficult, but credit having to go to Agnes Peary for making it rather difficult. Another save by Aisha Bawa, just reminding one and all that she is quite a menacing goalkeeper and received the Golden Glove in 2022 for such heroics. It was a shot by Polite Mabika, denied by the goalkeeper. That is Aisha Mbawana. Has the ability to just get her positioning right. And Header was quite alert to receive that ball from her own player in Talent Mukwanda. It was the energetic Malin Mulenga given a ball to chase. Does well with the beautiful skill and creating room for herself across, looking for green shirt, instead intercepted by Tumbare, and that just allows Herentals to hack away the danger. Fans and everybody else that is here to witness this action deserves a break, and so do we. Do join us in the next 45 minutes. Welcome back to the second half, and if you are just joining us, we're still locked at 0-0 apiece at the Mpira Stadium. Green Buffaloes of Zambia are being held out to a draw at present by Herentals Queens of Zimbabwe. That in your screen is the team from Zimbabwe that have made life rather difficult for the Green Buffaloes from Zambia. Tipped to win this tournament as the Zambians, and that is with the quality that they possess. Goalkeeper Aisha Mbwana as well as Lindiwe Magwede have been absolutely instrumental in the turnout of this particular match. Very structured, very tactical, as both coaches are hoping to draw first blood. They get off the mark, and it is Green Buffaloes who come into the second half with great intentions, as Katonga in the midfield is expected to dominate yet again and pick that ball up to make sure she connects with the attacking players. Green Buffaloes, who enjoy normally, if you're giving them the space, the room and the time to dictate the pace, to dictate the tone, but they have come across some good defending from Herentals, in Moyo, who's really been a live wire. Helen Chanda, who makes a welcome return to this tournament, instrumental in that midfield for Green Buffaloes. Whoops in that ball, but doesn't find a green shirt. That is Helen Chanda, very experienced player that plays also for the Copper Queens. Helen Chanda showing some good turn and some good pair of heels and a quality cross. Magwede looking for the range, looking for her midfielders, looking for Munemo. Does find a teammate, and losing a footing at a vital moment is Polite Mabika. She dusts herself and get back into the action. Green Buffaloes launching one of those on-range attacks as Green Buffalo, and an offside given. Everine Katonga will certainly step up the pace here in the second half, as Green Buffaloes are very intentional. Goalkeeper Lindiwe Magwede will be the one to get another attack from the back. Here's Herentals. Ball intercepted, and once again it's Polite Mabika who would want Moya to just tidy up Katongo. Everine Katongo, but again, quick recovery. Talent. Mokwana is the player that is ever present in that defense. Green Buffaloes will certainly want to open the game up and play in the wide areas. A little bit of strength as Alice Moyo picks herself up. Moyo has really been in the thick of things and quite tigerish as Moyo. A little bit of naughtiness there from Zambia's Green Buffaloes teenager. One bounce. Here's Herentals. A chance for Brain and Zawanda. Keeper comes out, loses it out, and that is another chance for Herentals. They had a chance in the first half. They have another chance here very early in the second half, and wanting to make use of the lapse of concentration in Green Buffalo's defense. At ball, bouncing, and captain was in 6s and 7s, and the keeper comes out, gets an important touch. It's a corner. Gets a touch, and that is not to trouble the goalkeeper, nor to trouble the defense of Green Buffaloes. In the middle, of the park. Nicely threaded, looking for Loveness. Loveness does well to thread that ball through, looking for Chanda on the edge of the box. Chanda, quality ball. Quality ball by Chanda. Full of running. Getting the space and enjoying the space. Down the line is Chanda. The wide areas are being exploited more so. Chanda's coming on and giving a little bit of blend. She's coming on alive here in the second half. Loveness benefiting from confusion. On the edge of the box, it's Green Buffaloes, another quality ball. Loveness! That is another warning shot. Certainly bringing change. Agnes Piri. Sandwiched in the midfield is Herentals. It is Diana Chipatiko. Seems like Green Buffaloes here in the second half are pushing Piri out. She's now the outlet as Piri. Chanda dropping into the middle, and we'll be expecting or switching flanks every now and then and switching positions as well with Piri. It's a throw in for Herentals. Piri, Chanda, the intended recipient, playing with the back to goal. Here's Green Buffaloes. Comfortable. Keeper! Magwede is in the house. Lindiwe Magwede gets a touch. Turning that out for the corner. She says, come on, give it to me. Bring it on. Absolutely brilliant effort. Dipping at the right moment. It's a corner for Green Buffaloes. The change. Nyasha Munemo has been very quiet. Another corner brought in. Quality. Everine Katongo. She wants to keep the momentum up front. Everine Katongo. Mafuruse. Away by the captain. Memory Ntala. Keeper has to be quick off the line. Helen Chanda's lurking. Mafurus. First touch letting her down. And not only is the first touch very eager to get her into the attacking third is Mafuruse, adjudged to be offside. She's just come on, gets her first touch. Instructions is pretty simple. Let's push up. Damba Morono. She gets the free kick as Damba Morono. It's flat on the center circle, but quickly up and about and gets a high five from Helen Chanda. Says, let's get on to business. Let's get on with the business. Frantic second half here. Certainly, the fight continues from where they left off. Tumbare. She will launch another one of those attacks from the back, pretty much playing like a number 10 with her reading of the game from the back is Herentals. Here's Green Buffaloes looking for Chanda. She's in an offside position, and the flag went up very, very quickly from the referee. The assistant referee was very quick with the flag. It's quite pacey is Helen Chanda. Very instrumental. Very pivotal in the success of Green Buffaloes, drawing on experience from yesteryear's 2023 CAF Champions League player. Another ball, and giving chase is Everine Katongo, but the keeper's very quick. Buffaloes threading it in the middle. Malin Malenga loses out and gets an eye off the ball momentarily. This time, Piri will give chase. Does she keep it in play? It's a little too strong for Piri. Getting into each other's way, the communication on the park. No one can blame them due to the fact that it is high intensity. A delightful ball looking for Chanda. Keeps it in play. Available yet again as teammate Green Buffaloes in a very offensive third. Is Green Buffaloes. Natasha is always finding herself with space and in the right areas. Corner for Green Buffaloes. Piri's given the responsibility. Keeper organizes. Maguire. It's played short by Piri. Possession turned over. Trying to find space down the line. Instead, that ball just trickles out for a throw-in for the Green Buffaloes as Katonga takes the throw-in very quickly. Does well to keep that ball in play, and strong challenges coming in. Anywhere will do as Moyo kicks it into the stand. Everine Katonga disappointed with herself for that effort as Moyo, but will get back into business and get back into the central part of the midfield. Coach Caroline just wanting a team to be a little bit more structured and giving instructions from the touchline. Piri. She wins that battle as Piri. Chanda showing good strength and does well to get up on her feet yet again. Piri has an ability to cross the ball, but wrong decision. Charge down, and Zulu, who's coming in the second half, has given the Green Buffaloes a bit of the energy needed up front. Vanessa Chikupila substituted, and Natasha, the goal scorer in the previous match against UWC, is given another opportunity to come on and hopefully turn on the heat. Green Buffaloes, Natasha sending Zulu on the run, which runs out of space and runs out of room. That will give Lindiwe Maguire an opportunity to build from the back. Showing a lot of confidence is Lindiwe Maguire. And Zulu, who's come on in the second half. Plenty of player management from Coach Carroll. Melinda Chimbwana getting the unfortunate bounces. Green Buffaloes again trying to this time push up and play with the mid-block. Midfield is really blessed with the talent of individual brilliance. They need to get a few combination passes. Malin Malenga. It's Herentals who come away with it. Dumbo Morono. My captain, Memory Ntala. Tide is up. Everine Katongo is bustling away, showing her robust nature. Diana Chipakito Tumbare, Moyo, diagonal ball. Here's the onrushing Tumbare, and the Green Buffaloes hacking it away. That was a moment for Herental Queens to register their first win, and credit has got to go to some feisty defending there by Esther Siamfuko. Was the last man. Keeper was beaten. That ball into no man's land just behind the defense of Green Buffaloes, and Esther Siamfuko had to tidy up. Mordi Mafuruse was really unfortunate to not connect flight of the ball. Keeper comes out. That's the opening goal. Herentals register the first goal in this match. It is Mafuruse. His celebrations begin. Mafuruse getting onto the score sheet for the Herentals. 60 minutes on the clock. An attempt by Mafuruse earlier on went astray, given another opportunity to make sure she makes use of that. It was a moment for Herentals as a decent ball was whipped in by Alice Moyo.
And she find it just to clear it. Mafuruse has just registered her second goal in the second game, and as we said earlier on, Mafuruse is quiet, but when she finds space, she makes sure she utilizes the space, and now we have seen what she's capable of doing, registering 1-0 in the second half.
1-0 to Herentals, drawing first blood. Dominance of Green Buffaloes being questioned. The debutants are, that is the goal scorer, Mordi Mafuruse. She is a dangerous player. Yes, Everine Katongo. There's going to be an urgency as one can see how quickly they want to take the atmosphere. It's a throw-in. But Tumbare Ekmes, on the other hand, clashing with her own teammate, Talent Mukwana, together with her captain, Polite. Throw-in. Agnes Piri. Ball bubbling. Falls again for Piri. On the edge of the boxes, Malin Mulenga. Closed down very quickly. Just as far as the outside. What does that remind you of? Nice overhead kick. Some people don't want to give away their age, but I would. You'll remember Bebeto. Piri, look at that. First touch, second touch, bicycle kick. Get a connection. Well, that was an Italian. Some fantastic piece of play from Green Buffaloes. Spoke about the individual brilliance. We're talking about a team, Herentals, that plays as a collective. There's Polite Mabika losing out to Piri. Piri eliminates Mabika, looks for the space down wide. Everin Katongo for Green Buffaloes, all the way to Memory Ntala. It's Memory Ntala who's on the ball and takes her time. We'll push it forward as the Memory Ntala make inroads into the opposition half. Good control. Show me your number, she asks. Switching play to Agnes Piri on the right-hand side. Good control. Again, they've got some great brilliance, is Green Buffaloes. But it's the defense of Herentals that has been fantastic. Katongo. She's forced out wide, Katongo. She has for company, Polite Mabika.
That goal from Herental Queens came as a wake-up call for Green Buffaloes. You can see now the right back and the left back and the Chanda, who is in the middle, trying to push the ball forward.
They definitely have to push that ball forward and get into the attacking third. They are chasing this match. Almost 65 minutes, And the scoreline reads Herentals 1, Green Buffalo 0. Experience of Green Buffaloes on international level is second to none in this tournament. Anywhere will do by Esther Siamfuko. When you look at the players on display from Green Buffaloes, they've either been part of the under-17, under-20, some of them part of the senior national team. Here's Moyo in a very advanced position. She too dummies, but gets a throw-in for Herentals. Keeper. One bump. Keeper's available. Puts pressure. Chanda. Keeper has the race and loses the ball out. And that was nasty. That was absolutely nasty.
The keeper took one boot to the face, and it doesn't look good. But the ref has called out the medicals to quickly come in to check what the injury is.
Oh, the keeper went out commanding her area. It is Chanda who gets a talking to from the referee, who was very alert and moving with the action and was very quick to send a warning. Let's have a look at the incident. Chanda comes out, keeper gets control of the ball, but Chanda goes right through. This is where we see Maguire, full control, and the boot of Helen Chanda goes in full force. When the keeper of Maguire caliber goes down, you must know that it's really a horrible moment for her. But it's good to see her dust herself up and get back into the action. Maguire, the reserve goalkeeper, warming up and was ready to take the gloves if called upon. Maguire launches a long range. Katonga is asking the questions of the referee. Agnes Peary wants to take the throw-in, but the flag says it is in favor of Herentals. Katongo. Little bit of a disjoint with Green Buffaloes and Esther Banda. As referee Victoria Shangula talks to Esther Banda. Free kick to Green Buffaloes. Without contact, without a challenge, it's Mafuruse, the goal scorer, who goes down. She's pointing to her chest. He's Mori Mafuruse. The medical team was very quick to respond to the call. Mafuruse went down with no defender. She just went down, seems to be holding her chest.
She is in pain. The good thing is that the medicals were there on time to find out what's going on. Mafuruse has registered 2 goals, the first one in the first match and the second one now. We just have to see if she's fit to get back on her feet.
It's her goal that separates the two sides. Mafuruse. So much expectation from Herentals. Green Buffaloes closed down very quickly by Herentals, forced on the back foot. Piri using a captain, Memory Ntala. Piri whips in a delightful ball. but it was also pretty hopeful. Here's Green Buffaloes. Everin Katongo bundled off the ball as Zulu. And Moyo, who's really a hard worker in that defensive half of Herentals. Agnes Piri. She's taking the standard situations, crossing the box, header away, and Diana Chipatiko is flat on the ground after taking that full force, full might of the ball.
That is Mary Wire. We don't talk about the netball national team in Malawi if we don't talk about Mary. She has been brilliant all over her years, and now she's out here giving out her experience to the new national team coaches in netball.
Well, talking about experience, talking about handing over of the batons, and those are much necessary to hand over to the current players. I have to ask my boss, when is it lunchtime? Well, he'll tell me after 90 minutes. And looking at those lovely young ladies, future footballers in Malawi, future scorchers of Malawi.
They're here to take lessons, and looking at the time that we're in now, the schools have closed, and why not come to the stadium and find out how the others are doing?
Well, we are talking about when school is out, the mice are out. And nice to see the mice who have come to join and witness this occasion. No worries in the goal mount, but again, Magwere, who's really been in the thick of things on the receiving end. Moments earlier, she was also receiving treatment. There's Lindiwe Magwere. She'll shake it off. She's been and seen a lot more. 33 years of age is Lindiwe Magwere. It's in the way. Agnes Piri, Moyo, very tigerish in her defending. Natasha stopped in her tracks. Referee Shangula's had a busier second half than she did in the first half. Free kick for Zambia. It's team Green Buffaloes. Taking that deflection, and the keeper was very quick.
That was the second free kick for Zambia.
Well, they need to make use of these free kicks. They need to get closer and closer to the goal mouth. The bounce has really been a problem as Prainans Vawanda beaten to the ball, but falling kindly. This time it's Natasha switching it to the left-hand side and looking for the pace out in the wide areas. Malin Malenga to get the throw in for Green Buffaloes. Natasha plays it with Malin. Ball is in the air on the edge of the box. Piri looking for the space. Here's an opportunity for Green Buffaloes. Zulu. And easy for Herentals. There's a change as Chikore is the player to make her way onto the field. Diana makes her way out. Chikore.
Melody has a goal on her head. She scored one goal and in their first match, and now she's here to change the game.
Well, the coach is expecting that players coming off the bench will have the opportunity to read from as they were sitting and watching the game, observing, come on and take the strike. Goalkeeper was very alert as Chikore is known to be the fighter or the game changer. Impact players will look on and need not to be disgruntled because they have that added element of surprise. Chikore. Zulu looking for a bit of space, creating it for herself. Looking at Herentals, they really haven't given Green Buffaloes the space. They haven't given them the time, nor have they given them that much room. Because I think they've realized that in the first match, if you give Green Buffaloes space and time and to get into their combination play, they can be very lethal.
Herentals understand their opponents. They understand that the Green Buffaloes are the 2022 champions. If given any opportunity, they can be goals in the box. So they took their chance. When they saw the chance, they took they put one goal in. Now leading with 1-0, making a few changes just to shake them up a little bit. Now trying to seal it maybe with one goal more.
Header. Herentals. Hacked away by Green Buffaloes. Is a frantic call of the medical team as as she's flat on her back. And Memory Ntala has been cautioned in that moment. This is what took place. The bounce of the ball, player coming in, she's going straight through it. There was no brakes in that collision. Bridget Mutaura is going full force. Memory Ntala just standing her ground. Here is Natasha, who came off the bench in the first match and scored the goal. Coach speaking to her rather calmly.
The coach understands that Natasha is a game changer. So you need a player like that to find an equalizer on a game like this one.
Moya. Chanda. The battle is on. Chanda with Chikore. Here's Mafurusa, Malanda, and Chimwanda. Zulu switching to the left, looking for Malenda. Malin Malenga. Spaces are opening up on the wide areas for Green Buffaloes. She comes into the busy area, into the traffic, and loses possession. Herentals, it's in the air. Good challenge by Tumbare. Katsongo. Everine. Talent Mukwana. Memory Ntala. She spots the availability of Esther Siamfuko. Ball in the box. Finds Tumbare, who will keep it in play. Moyo, who will give away the throw-in. There's been plenty of stop-starts in this match. But, more so, the goal that matters is that of Herentals. The Queens, let's hope they're not celebrating too early as Green Buffaloes continue to probe. Strong ball well taken by Chimbwana Malanda, and she's flat on the ground. It was quite a heavy blow.
It landed straight on her face, and this needs a quick medical check. See if she is all right right there. Ice and water, maybe the water magic.
Well, this was some lovely footwork. In Buffaloes, the attempt was a direct one, as Zulu is quite explosive, and it was not intentional. But this is a fighter. She'll be back. Malanda, Chimbwana. $80 minutes, 10 minutes to the 90, plus a referee's optional time. A drop ball. Memory Ntala takes the strike. His defense has been great for Herentals. Two players grimacing in pain, and again the medical team being summoned on and quickly by referee Sangula.
A collision there from both teams, Green Buffaloes and Herentals. We have seen a lot of collisions right now. As the teams know that time is running out, they know that they have to attack, they have to go in and get the ball, hence the collisions.
That is load shedding for some. Player being stretched off as Moyo, who's really had a good day at the office as Moyo. Alice Moyo on the left back position. She's pretty much a tigress as Alice Moyo. That ankle seems to be the problem area for Alice Moyo. Down to 10 players on the park. And momentarily, Herentals have a little bit of a disadvantage as that ball bounces. Keepers called to the rescue. Some good defending. Pressing high is Herentals. Quick 1-2. Natasha trying to find Everine. Agnes Piri. Malin Mulenga. There's nothing wrong, says the coach to Polite Mabika. They're chewing the clock. They're using every moment to get the ball out of play. Pretty much a stop-start. Malin to no man's land. However, fourth kindly, Esther Siamfuko. They'll play the 1-2 with Natasha. Natasha goes to the left-hand side, and that is where she wants to find Piri. Piri has the flag to deal with. Piri has the flag to deal with in an offside position with 8 minutes to go. Lindiwe Maguere pushing up her players to get into the opposition half. Green Buffaloes playing like a team that is in need of an equalizing goal. They're getting all their players up front at an opportunity given. As Herentals, there is Prenance Vanda. There's a chance on the edge of the box for Herentals. It's in the air. Who's brave enough to control? First touch takes it away from the player. There's Moyo. Good to see her back on the field. That ball just skidding off the right boot. Referee Victoria Chungula has had a decent day at the office, priding herself, trying to allow the game to flow. Talent, Akwana. Chikore for Herentals. Moyo for Herentals. Onside. That was pretty close. She held her run for most parts, and the assistant referee on the far side was very quick to react. That was pretty close, I think closer than many that Mafuruse has had. Natasha. Zulu. Pauline Zulu. She has been offered quite a lot of spaces, Pauline Zulu. All she needs to do is to maybe get a couple of shots on target. Moyo. Nobody's available to receive. However, she asked them to take the space in the wide areas. Chikori. Moyo. It's a throw in. Chikori needs a quality cross. Keeper comes out, plucks it from the air. The range of Aisha looking for Agnes Peary. Ball comes back very quick to Agnes, to Aisha. Another long drive. Chanda losing out to a very, very polished defense. When you're looking at discipline in the defense, Herentals has done exceptionally well to protect their goal mouth, protect their goalkeeper. They've dropped the numbers when necessary. They know when to push up. But here's Katongo. Pauline Zulu. There's the ball that is so much expected to go into the back of the net. Keeper Lindiwe Maguire is poised firmly at that. Green Buffaloes haven't been given that much room to play their game. Esther Seamfuko. Keeper comes out, misses out, and so does Chikori. Not forgetting the goal scorer. That's Mafurusa, who was also available. A frantic end to this 90 minutes. Helen Chanda is playing like a player possessed. She understands that every precious second is needed. Want that equalizer. Now the coach urging the players on, knowing that this is critical phases of the match. He wants them to switch on. He wants them to remain poised on the prize, as 3 points is almost in the bag. They have one hand on it. One hand, which will immediately qualify, as Herentals will be the first team to qualify for the semi-final stages of the match. Header away. Here's Mafuruse. She too is asked to help the ball on and take it away from the defensive part of the field. She can hardly stand. She's struggling to stay on to the pitches. Mafuruse worked hard. Piri. Pauline. A shot. Keeper takes the pace off the ball and also lays on the ball, chewing the clock. The clock is ticking.
Maguire was there on time. Zambia is running out of time. The strikers have no choice but to just throw the ball straight to the goal.
Agnes Peary. Staring defeat. This is the earlier attempt as Katongo was in an offside position, but Pauline Zulu pulling the trigger, not getting it on target. Scoreline 1-0. Moyo want to keep the ball in the opposition half as Herentals. Also want to take it to the corner. Herentals will be firmly poised on top of Group A with a massive 6 points. This will be a big ask for Green Buffaloes. They are still in it. It will put pressure on their final match of the group. They won their first match. If the scoreline remains as is, they This will be their first defeat. Esther Siamfuko. Just out of your picture. And on the touchline, the signals is that there'll be 4 minutes to be added by referee Victoria Shangula. 4 minutes of stoppages. Referee Shangula has had a good hold of this match. And not giving up as Green Buffaloes. A couple of players that were strewn on the field. There's Chanda, needs the numbers in the box. There's no green jerseys, or the decision is a poor one. On the edge of the box is Pauline Zulu, who is livid with Chanda. Pauline Zulu asking for the supply. Chanda selfishly from a very tight angle tries to get that ball into the box. She does that, but there's nobody to benefit from a cross that was full of pace and fiercely struck by Chanda. Pin, how does she handle it? Timely interception by Alice Moyo. Fantastic piece of defending by Alice Moyo. One of the few players that have put their hand up for player of the match. It's a corner for Green Buffaloes in these closing stages. They need to deal with it very carefully as Green Buffaloes. Herentals, on the other hand, have got to defend well. The ball's still bubbling. Malin Mulanga. Disappointing effort. The referee is wanting the goalkeeper to get back to her line. Lindiwe Maguire being forced back. She knows that any tricks of time wasting will be punished by the referee. Chikori. Pregnant of Rwanda. Chikori continue to run. Memory Intala. Chilonga. Katongo. Esther Siamfuko. Pauline Zulu. Natasha. Pauline. That ball. That will give Herentals an opportunity to breathe. Very hasty is the Green Buffaloes in these moments. They're trying everything, throwing everything at Herentals. Some excitement. They have the tiny vuvuzelas. Well, this kind of noise takes you back to the 2010 World Cup in South Africa, where the vuvuzela made a mark in and around the world and around the globe. The vuvuzelas I got to share this with you. My director is on point. He says vuvuzela is in the dictionary. And you can go and page, I think it's on page 465 of the Oxford Dictionary. You'll find vuvuzela associated with Africa. And here it is in Malawi, blowing away and blowing Herentals over the line. And she's been in the thick of things as Mafuruse, the goal scorer. She's in serious pain and holding on to the medical team. She can't continue. They have the luxury of bringing on a player. There's Chikore. Mafuruse holding a side. Looks like a side pain of some sort. Well, the referee brings an end to an absolutely difficult match for everyone in the pitch, in the stands. It was a stop and start, it was high balls, it was ping pong. But eventually what matters is the goal that was scored by Mafuruse in the 61st minute. That separates the Green Buffaloes from Herentals. Green Buffaloes struggled to combine, struggled to play as a unit, and that was due to the business-like performance from Herentals. Congratulations to the first team that qualifies for the knockout phases, and whether we like it or not, it's Herentals that's in pole position for this moment with 6 points. As we confirm the scoreline from the Pira Stadium, it's Green Buffaloes 0, Herentals 1. A goal scored by Modi Mafuruse in the 61st minute. There were some key moments in the first 45 minutes. As we have a look at the highlights, Chanda was very much on point in this match, businesslike, whipping in some crosses from the wide areas, and nobody to support the play. Pauline Zulu came on as a substitute in the second half. She too was given an instruction to shoot on sight. Called upon was goalkeeper Lindiwe Magwere to get an important touch in the match to deny an attempt at goal. Here is Pauline who came on Piri, but it was Mfuruse who again loosed out on a golden opportunity, but tied it up by Esther Siam Fuko. The scoreline in favor of the team from Zimbabwe. Herental Queens run out winners from after the 90 minutes as Green Buffaloes suffer their first defeat. Tumbarane Agnes, number 21, is goalkeeper yet again, makes a save. Tumbarane, who is the player of the match for this encounter, will go down to the touchline, and that will be with the player of the tournament as the highlights continue to cherish some moomish moments. And missed there by Natasha, who was in a very, very good position to get that ball on target.
Congratulations as a player of the match and qualifying to the other round. How excited are you?
Player of the match. I'm very happy for being nominated as the player of the match. I'm also happy for the team because we played as a team.
How are you building on this as you're getting to the other round as an individual?
I'm very happy for this win. It will boost our chances, and I'm very happy for the team as well.
Congratulations. That's the player of the match for this encounter from Herentals. Now we've got catch for Green Buffaloes. That's Rachel Kanyemba. Tough luck, coach. You have lost this match with a goal to nil. You talked about attitude. How would you actually assess your attitude this afternoon against the Herentals?
I can say the attitude really got us these results because we're always second on the ball. We tried to talk to the girls to be first on the ball and show that zeal to get the goal. We had clear chances in the first half. We failed to utilize them. We were able to create chances, but the attitude towards the goal was very bad, and it has costed us this team.
Coming into the second half, you were a changed side. You came determined. They're hoping to get a goal. That didn't happen, but your girls still fought up until the end. How are you building on this performance as you're looking for your chances of getting into the other round?
This is a game under the bridge, and we've picked up our lessons from here. I told them that the goalkeeper for our opponents is tall. You cannot score from afar. We tried to tell them to build and be able to shoot in the box, but they didn't. But we'll work on it. Even going into our next game, we'll have to work on it. We need to get a good result out of the last game.
Thank you, and all the best as you're building for the other games.
Thank you.
That's Rachel Kanyemba there, coach for Green Buffaloes from the losing side. That's Zambia. And now we have the winning coach that said and hoped that they win this afternoon. Congratulations, coach. Your dreams realized this afternoon, getting a goal and keeping a clean sheet. You must be very excited.
Oh, thank you very much. It's not a dream. It's like we do it as rehearsals, as training. It's unfortunate that we should have buried them in the first half, but we missed a lot of chances. But otherwise, overall, it's 8 out of 10.
The second half, your opponents came a bit harder compared to the first 45 minutes. How did you tell your girls to expect the 45 minutes?
We were losing shape in the midfield, especially in the transaction after an attack. Our recovery was a bit low, so we had to push on that one until we get that goal, then we stabilize the game.
As a debutant having a 100% win record this far, you must now be talk over the other teams. How are you actually building on your performance into the future?
Well, we are training very hard for the last game because there's no dead rubber. We want to come out of this tournament with a 100% record.
Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you, man.
You heard from the coach there from Herentals Queens talking about how they would want to do with the 100% win record of this tournament. Remember, they actually had 38. They had a 38-game winning streak, and they actually want to maintain that at this year's CAF Champions League. And they should talk about the 38-game win streak that they had when they were actually coming into this game. And they're hoping to actually build on that. It's been a goal and a clean sheet that has done the job for the Herentals Queens as we look forward to University of Western Cape taking on FC Ongos Ladies of Namibia. With this win, it means University of Western Cape as well as FC Ongos will be motivated to get a win because it's a matter of goals. If they get a number of goals, they'll be able to come second of Group A. Let's meet at 3 for the other fixture of Group A. My name is Mwakele Kaliant.